Hello everyone, this is Susan Hertzberger in Straight Talk about Old Age. This is chat number 13 and the topic is challenges with technology. Most people over 60 are either fearful or intimidated by the necessity to learn how to use the latest gizmos. Certainly, the introduction of the computer was the biggest thing to hit in our lifetime. But I want to suggest to you that accepting and integrating technology into our lives is not an either-or choice. It's just a matter of selection. That is the key. What exactly do you want to do? Do you want to be able to program your TV or VCR, DVD to record shows that you like? Are you wanting to use a computer or learn new computer skills? Do you want to use a cell phone? Do you want to use an iPod so that you can have your music with you at all times? Do you want to take digital photos? You have to make a choice of what is important to you now. What is unrealistic is to be completely techno-savvy like a younger person. You are not realistic in trying to become an information technology specialist unless you've already invested in this as a career. You will always be a novice compared to younger generations. I doubt that many of you over 60 are going to suddenly become computer geeks. So you have to make decisions. What exactly do you want to do? Then comes up the issue, how do you find techno support? How do you find people to help you do what you want to do? Big mistake to assume that your kids and grandkids who are using these media devices at least 10 hours a day can help you. Especially grandchildren are extremely fast, extremely savvy, but more intuitive than articulate and may not be able to guide you. Let alone whether they have the patience to do so or the time out of their days. An important point that you should know is that in terms of computers, directions aren't always linear like they would be with a VCR, DVD, or a phone answering machine. They're more like 3D puzzles. There are many ways to do the same things. There are many paths to your goal on a computer, and these paths are constantly changing because updates happen spontaneously once you've bought into some of this stuff. There are new operating systems which completely reshuffle things and it takes weeks to be up and running again. There are new software programs and new hardware that may be installed on your computer that isn't compatible with the old, so it doesn't work until you figure out how to interface, how to connect those. Finding the best support person for you is a personal matter. You're going to want to look for someone who's extremely patient and respectful of your pace of learning. For those of us who have cognitive impairment, there are days when we will not be able to learn, or our learning time is limited to half an hour. Of course, we want to have someone help us who is not going to patronize us and treat us like idiots. We do need baby steps. We need to have it written down because we can't count on remembering later, even if there were only 3 steps. Beware of anyone who tells you something is simple and easy. It may be for them, especially if they're younger and they were practically born with a computer, in their baby hands. Remember how we were assuming how easy it could be to just sit home and take care of a 2-year-old? There's a parallel here. The third thing I want to talk about is mass media literacy. Most people are educated on healthcare matters by TV, movies, radio, newspaper, magazines, and conversations among their friends, their family. Of course, now there are more and more senior citizens who are surfing the web and getting their healthcare education that way. But computer skill, the ability to use a computer, is not the same as mass media literacy. And marketeers are taking advantage of this. Mass media literacy skills are those skills that help you manage information overload. When you Google something like diabetes, you're going to get millions of articles and websites to look at. Mass media literacy skills will also help you sort out the uncertainties and the contradictions among what you do find about medicine and healthcare in general. It will help you to be immune to those marketers who are targeting the baby boomers. Of course, they're going to appeal to our vanity and our identity as a knowledgeable, experienced person who should know what's what. The skills also will help you to stop being impressed by numbers and statistics, which can be juggled around to make certain points, but there's no solid core underneath that. Those of us in the healthcare industry have a term for people who are media influenced, patients that self-diagnose and self-treat themselves based on their own internet research. They're called cyberchondriacs. And so a whole wave of skills have to be developed among healthcare workers just to deal with this great influence. There are some reliable, good sources for people. This is just one tip in the area of mass media literacy. And I'll suggest that if you're looking for things on the internet or in magazines, if you're searching for information on, say, a chronic disease that you have, there are 3 things that I think are good. One are white papers, which are print versions, a booklet that can be mailed to you from the major universities and medical schools in the country. White papers is the term to remember. And then if you're doing internet searches, there are 2 websites that are highly rated for reliability. One is Health on the Net Foundation, and the other is Health Finder. So between the white papers and these 2 websites, I think you'll be directed toward articles that don't waste your time and confuse you.